YouTube! How's it going? Welcome to the video. Welcome to Trip Boomer's Tech-Bodge Emporium. I'm your host, as always, Trip Boomer. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you will have noticed that I've been kind of hinting at a custom build that you could get your hands on, and sort of like to explain what I mean, I'll go back. Basically, I love PC hardware. I love it as much as I love playing games on it. And I love making custom stuff, and I love making things that just work well, you know? So if I'm going to build a case, it's going to have extremely good airflow. Anyways, I like building custom stuff, and I like making videos. I thought I'd throw the two together and try and do something with it for you guys, something that you guys might enjoy. Let me take you into the inspiration for this particular custom build. Now, I've embarrassingly admired a case from about 150 yards for years, right? And I'll show you what case I mean. I of course mean the Alienware R13. Just look at it. Now I've put you all the way back there because you need to be that far back to appreciate the case. I think it's freaking beautiful. Like, now, is there problems with this case? Yes. What's wrong with this case? Everything but the way it looks. And I think we can change that. I think we can make a version of this case that is what this case wishes it was. Now, I hear what you're saying. Most people would just go buy this case and make it work right and be good. I don't want to do that because I think that's a lot of work. For starters, there's a shitload of plastic in there, and I don't. Who wants plastic? No. We're going to make this case a little bit different. If you've seen one thing you will notice with my custom buildings, I always start with a base case, a donor case. That's for reasons, including, I can't afford to get everything pressed all the time and stuff like that. Like, so, I've got to work with what I've got. Now, the donor case for this build is not going to be an Alienware R13. We are going to create the Alienware R13.5. We're going to create the case that this case sees when it looks in the mirror, That's what we're going with. And my base case I'm going to be using is this Gamdias Talos M3 mesh. This is going to be our base. Now, I'm going to have to do a lot of cutting up of this case. Now, there are a few good reasons why I've chosen this case as a base to make this. Like, I know what you're thinking. You don't see this, and then how am I putting the two together? Well, you'll see. It's good. This is not going to look like this any longer, but there are reasons why I've gone with this case, and you will get to join me. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to try streaming on YouTube. I'm going to stream it tomorrow, and I'm going to stream the teardown and basically just sort of like line stuff up so I can see how much material I need to purchase to do the rest of the build. Before that, I've got some rough drawings that I've drawn up so that I can try and share my ideas with you. Don't take the piss now, okay? I ain't no artist, and these drawings aren't to scale or anything. They're just to give you an idea of what we're going to chop this up and create, But stay with me. I'll go grab the drawings now. Right. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm not any kind of Picasso, I thought I'd kind of give you an idea of what the end product's going to look like. It's probably going to be a bit longer than that, probably about the same sort of height. I've just kind of drawn a rough idea of a system in there, so you've got an idea. I'll bring it a bit closer. But this is kind of where I intend to. These are vents for a reason. They're for the power supply. I'll explain that once we're inside. Now, you need to understand that these interior view I made a mistake when drawing them. Like you can see, this is an artist's rendition of what it's going to look like. But I think it's, like I said, it's the case that the R13 sees when it looks in the mirror, you know. But it should look sick. This is all going to be like an aluminium cowling around the outside, the whole outer shell, so it shouldn't be too heavy. And yeah, this is obviously going to be like, what, 3 140s wide, but we'll have a look now. So as I go over, remember this is not to scale, and I'm not the world's greatest drawer. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what's going to be going on in here. So over here, as you can see, this here should be up here a little bit and closer in. That's why it looks like elongated and stuff, but yeah, so you get an idea. So these front 140s are going to be tilted, so they're actually going to be kicking down and into the case. This 360 is actually going to be tilted into that dome here. So the front edge of the 360 will come to about here on the door level, and then it'll be tilted back, and then there'll be a vent around the other side. You'll see that in the future videos that we're building, but that's the idea. And the idea is so that you can get full access to all the motherboard, including the freaking power connectors, which I try and incorporate in every case that I build. Easy access to the power connectors. Like my case, both of them has super easy access to the power connector. Anyways, so as you can see, I've only put this sort of like line here so that you get an idea that that's just on the panel. It's going to be straight behind that. The power supply is going to be separate. You're going to be able to sit this case on the floor because all the breathing is going to be coming from, you know, a good 1.5 to 2 inches off the ground. So you would be able to sit it on carpet if you wanted to, because basically the power supply is going to have its own little channel. It's going to be separate from here. So they're breathing separately, but there's not going to be any breathing from the back, so that the exhaust is separate. I want all this exhaust to be completely separate. The reason it's got that cut off is obviously it's part of the design, and obviously everything that comes out the back is just going to bugger off, you know. So back over here, obviously there's going to be plenty of room for you to fit a big bout. I want you to be able to fit, like, you know, a good 400 mil GPU in here, whatever you wanted to, obviously. And then what I intend to do is basically fully spec this case out as a build, fully complete for someone to buy, brand new, and then auction it off with a reserve of the cost of the build. I'm going to be collecting the stuff, and then basically the sale of this build will then go into the materials and stuff for the next build, and then I'll be able to make the next one a lot quicker than this one, because obviously I'll have all the money in one place and I'll be able to just buy the stuff, you know, to put in it and stuff. But first things first, we need to tear down that Talos M3. So join me tomorrow on stream, where I'm literally going to be tearing it down and just sort of brainstorming and seeing what sort of materials I need to get this thing finished. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. And yeah, like and subscribe, guys, like and subscribe. Join me on this one. This should be fun. Right, okay guys, so that's the custom case idea. Let me know what, as I said, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I have a very custom paint job planned for this case, which I haven't told you about. I'm not going to tell you about. That's going to be a complete and utter secret to the last minute, to the point where I'm going to make the video where I paint the case, but I'm not going to release that until after the full build video, because I want that impact from the paint job. I'm actually kind of excited about the paint job. I think it's going to look sick. I think it could be divided, and obviously if the case doesn't sell with the paint job, like, then I'll have to switch it up. But I'm somewhat confident about it. I think it's going to look awesome, and I hope you guys do too. Again, please stick around, like and subscribe. join the journey with me. Come join me on stream tomorrow when we're tearing down the Talos M3. Now, again, like I said to you, you need to understand that this is going to take me some time because I don't have money. So I have to collect things as I'm going, and I'm gonna have to measure up and be very sort of like stringent on materials. I'm gonna have to try and work out the most cost efficient way for me to get this done, but to a good quality where I'm comfortable selling it to one of you guys. I'm not going to release it unless I'm comfortable selling it to you, and I'm comfortable with the build quality, and I'm comfortable that it's going to hold together. So trust me, this is going to be a journey. This is going to be the first case I've ever done anything like this with. Hopefully it's a whole singing success. You guys love it, and we can build something different. And then obviously with cases in the future, I would love to take some sort of feedback from you guys to hear what sort of idea, whether you like the idea that's coming up. But I'll probably give a couple of ideas and see which ones that you want to see built first, or want to see built, or want the ability to be able to buy it, because I want to try and keep this whole idea going of just sort of like building one, selling it, using that, because I don't have any money. I'm trying to use that one purchase of the hardware to then basically fund me being able to create custom cases for you guys. They're all going to be one of ones. It's not something that I tend to think of just rebuilding. I mean, I know I've said in videos before that if anyone wanted one of these, I probably would, but it cost you a bomb. Like I said, it was a labour of love. It was for me. And I would, if I was building it for someone else, I would definitely build it a lot sort of sturdier. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've rolled this thing around. It's been shaped whilst I was trying to sort out the air pockets in the loop and all that malarkey. But other than that, it's, you know, it's a solid build. Like, I just would have built it stronger if it was for someone else. And there's a little bit of pitching up here and stuff that I kind of left because it was for me. If it was for someone else, I would have dealt with it. But other than that, yeah, follow me, guys. Like and subscribe. Join me on the journey. And come see me on the stream tomorrow where we're going to be ripping that case apart. And then sort of like brainstorming how I'm going to... Because I won't fully know how I'm going to throw this thing together until I've got that in parts. So I know what I'm working with, you know? So yeah, come join me on stream. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Love you, bye.